Okay, let's take a look at this problem. We've got a diagram here. We've got a rectangular, triangular prism. It's got a rectangular base. They tell us that one side is 12 units and then the other side is 6 units. They tell us that the vertical ends are isosceles triangles. They tell us that M cuts that part in half. And they also tell us that N cuts that part in half. And all I'm doing right now is I'm just going through and I'm making sure I label the stuff in the picture so I'm not missing anything. And I can forget about the words because I've got it all in my picture. And so now I, J, and K are parallel to OC, ON, and OB. So that just means that they're going in the directions that I think they're going. The first thing they want me to do is they want me to find the length of OB. Well, that's this line right here. That's the height of the isosceles triangle. Because it's isosceles, I know that if I draw that line, it's a perpendicular bisector. So now I've just got to use the Pythagorean theorem to find out what OB is. And I'm going to find out that OB is going to equal to 4. So now I can list that on one of the pieces of information I've got, put the 4 there. And now I go on to part 2. It says express each of the vectors MC and MN in terms of I, J, and K. All right, so we start at M and we're going to C. So if I go this way, well, that's going to be negative J. In fact, it's going to be negative 6J. So I'm going to start with that. And now I'm here at point B, and I'm going to go down 4K, and then I'm going to go 3I, and that's going to take me right to C. Now, I've got to put them in the right order, I, J, K, but as far as getting from point to point, I can do it in whatever order I want. So when I go from M to N, well, now I'm going to go M, and I'm going to go along here. That's going to be equal to J, so that's going to be 6J. That's positive 6J. And then I'm going to go straight down. That's going to be negative 4K, and I'm at C. And so I can add the I on here, a 0I plus 6J minus 4K. And I probably would, just because when I go to rewrite it as a column, I won't forget to put the 0 there. Anyway, that's part 2. Now part 3, it says we want to evaluate this dot product, which is all that means, and then find the angle between the two. And you can tell here, CMN, well, if I do MN, well, that's going that way. And then if I rewrite MC as this way, well, you can see that that angle is between them. All right, so all I've got to do is use what they told me. I've got these already. This is going to be MC. I've got to find the angle between these two vectors. And the first I'm going to do is find the dot product. I'm going to write it in columns because I think that's easier. So I go ahead and I just fill in my information and put them in. And now I'm going to multiply. That's going to be 0 minus 36 plus 16. That's giving me negative 20. Now I'm going to find the magnitude of each one of my vectors. And that's going to give me a square root of 61. And then MN is going to be a square root of 52. See, now I've got all the pieces for my formula. All I've got to do is plug them in. The dot product is equal to the magnitude of both my vectors and then times cosine theta. So now I fill in what I know and then the cosine theta. And now I'm going to try to get cosine theta by itself so I can find that angle. And here I'm just going to go ahead and multiply these together. 61 times 52 is this. And now I'm going to do the negative cosine, the inverse of cosine, and then I'm going to find my angle. And my angle is going to be 110.8 degrees. And they say specifically to make it to the nearest degree, so I can make it 111 degrees, and that should be it. All right, I hope that made sense. Thanks for watching. Be ready for the little quiz at the beginning of class on Wednesday.